For this drama, we need props, we need scenes, we need sets like we were going to do. We got this cord. Y'all ever wonder what that cord is? Part of our scenery, it's part of our sets, and we have other items that we place in the set. And so when you see this drama played out, you got to understand Jesus had to put this drama together. First of all, there is a cult that was birthed in the world for such a time as this, but it's tied up. And unless it's loose and set free, it'll miss its purpose. It's a cult. He needs this cult. He needs this cult. It was birthed for a purpose, but because it's tied up, it cannot fulfill its purpose until it is set free. We don't want it to miss its purpose. And watch this. Nobody has ever written on this cult. It has a divine plan for its life, which is not based on its past, but is being shaped and formed by Jesus himself. The problem is that it's tied to something which is holding it back. It's tied to low ambition. It's tied to low self-esteem. It's tied to like a crab in a barrel being pulled down by those closest to it. It's tied down to old tradition and archaic ways which produce no results. It's tied to things that's trying to bring it down and hold it back. It's tied down. He says, just command the colt to be loose. And because he has purpose for it, then it will fulfill its purpose once it's loose. And today you're being released for purpose. You're being released for purpose because some of you are tied down to old situations. You're tied down to old relationships. You're tied down to your past. You're tied down to your sin. And you can't go ahead because something is keeping you back. And as long as you stay back, you can't move in life. And you wonder why everybody passing you because you're tied to something that God needs to loose you from. You're tired of being underappreciated, underachieving, unfulfilled too long. You watching others move in other directions and others are being used and others are loose. And here you are all tied up and you've been feeling alone and isolated, but your isolation was just preparation for today because God said loose you and set you free for purpose. Watch this, watch this. In this drama, Jesus is the director. And you were not isolated, but you were just waiting behind curtains for your cue. Watch this. The stage has been set and the scene is occurring, and now Jesus calls you out on stage and you move from being tied up to being released into your destiny. Somebody gonna get this in a minute because you got haters that are holding you back by not releasing you, but you need to look at your hater in the face and let them know that the King has released you and now you are free. And here's the drama in this whole text right here. Watch this. According to the customs found in Exodus, whenever someone desires a coat that has never been written, there must be some exchange given. And according to the book of Exodus, a lamb must be exchanged for an unwritten coat. And watch this. When Jesus sent the two disciples to go get the coat, he didn't send a lamb with them. A lamb has to be exchanged for an unwritten coat. And Jesus didn't send a lamb. The only way that the coat could be redeemed is by the debt being paid with an exchange of a lamb. Can I tell you a reason why Jesus didn't send a lamb? He didn't send a lamb because he is the lamb. So here's the Lord asking for the coat being purchased by the lamb. Y'all missed that. Let me help you. Jesus is Lord and he is the lamb. See, the reason why you can shout this morning is because the only one who can redeem you is the one who loosed you. Oh yes, the only one that can release you. Come in, Lazarus. Let me tell you a story about him. Jesus went to the grave and called him out. Redemption. But his next statement was loose him and set him free. And the only thing he could do was be loose from those things that was holding him back. And I came today to tell you that God is trying to get you to come up out of the grave. He's trying to get you to come up out of your situation. And he's trying to get you to come up out of that bad relationship. And he said, I'm loosing you and setting you free. But see, here's something. Some of y'all have been redeemed, but you've never been loosed. Some of you have been redeemed, but you still got your own ways. Some of you have been redeemed, but you're still tied to depression. Some of you have been redeemed, but you're still tied to sickness that you could have been healed from. Some of you are redeemed, but you're still tied to lies that others told on you. The Lamb paid the price, and the Lord released you. The Lamb paid the price, and the Lord untied you. The Lamb paid the price, and the Lord had a plan for your life. He didn't want you to stay tied up.